This is Malta, a tiny, dreamy, sun-drenched archipelago in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, and wine has a history here that stretches back thousands of years, a tale of Phoenicians and Arabs, Romans and knights, but it's also a story that's very much thriving today. There are challenges here: scarce water, harsh heat, whipping winds, but the limestone soils that stretch across these islands are also inspiring creative viticultural ventures that are giving many of Malta's better-known neighbors, like Italy, Spain and France, a real run for their money. Join us as we take a deep dive into Malta's ancient cellars and modern labs, sprawling vineyards and world-class kitchens to uncover what is truly an amazing story of a wine industry emerging from the shadows. This is Malta's Liquid Gold, and our journey begins right now. Malta, exotic, far-flung, and ancient, but there's a fresh new vibe here as more travelers than ever before are now discovering this tiny Mediterranean gem. Malta is a trio of islands, and its prime location, right in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea, has made it the conquest du jour for thousands of years and across countless civilizations. Mdina, known as the Silent City, has a 4,000-year history, founded by Phoenicians, later ruled by Romans and Arabs, with a striking Baroque architecture. And the capital city of Valletta, knights founded it in the middle of the 16th century, a limestone fortress. Today, it remains beautifully preserved. Malta just made Travel Zoo's Best Bets list, a must-visit destination for American travel enthusiasts. Demand from the States is surging, and fast, enough to get Delta to launch the first ever non-stop flight here out of the U.S. in the summer of 2026. And one thing travelers will discover here is a culinary treasure trove. More Michelin restaurants per capita here than almost any other country in the world. And an ambitious wine industry that aims to impress. Most of the wine stays here. You've got to travel to Malta to taste it. I begin my latest Malta visit by returning to Ta Betta, a family project launched in 2002. The sprawling property in southern Malta is home to 15,000 vines across 10 acres.
So the story is first something which was not supposing to exist because the owner decided to purchase a small piece of land back in 2000.
Yeah.
Small farmhouse, completely in ruin. Just wanted to have a space where they could relax during the weekend, redo the farmhouse.
Yeah.
A little project to have on the side.
Not too much to have to do, and yet now we've got thousands of vines here, don't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also the owner had this passion for wine, but it was just about drinking the wine.
Yes,
they
right.
were not into the wine industry at
Right.
all. And family, because it's called Ta Betta, which means belonging to Betta. Betta is the name of the daughter, Bettina.
Now that's a beautiful color. I love the setting out here. Gorgeous views out here from the beautiful Ta Betta property. Tell me about what you and friends would call the terroir, the soil, the land that we're on. What makes it ideal for these grapes you're growing here on the Ta Betta property?
So to be fair, we're a bit very south when it comes to the winemaking. But so terroir is the soil, is the climate. Soil, it's Malta. It's a little rock.
Yes, right.
So everything is on limestone. I would say 90% of the vineyard is on limestone, which is going to give you this nice minerality into the wine.
Yes.
You're going to have this leaf here. You can
Yeah.
see a bit of white.
Yes, right.
So we're spraying this kind of it's clay, so it's 100% natural, and it's a bit like a sunscreen for the
I
vines.
see. Yeah, right.
It's going to protect, first of all, the leaf, because you need the leaf in order for the photosynthesis to happen. But also it's going to be on the grapes as well, because in Malta, as you can see, I mean, it's the end right now, but the vines are going quite high, a lot of leaves. It's a bit like going to the beach in
Yeah.
Malta. You better have an umbrella or else you burn.
That's right.
Same thing for the grapes. They need this shade in order to be protected as much as possible. So we're trying to help them.
And what about the water? Is that another challenge for you? The scarcity of water from year to year?
Yes, water, Malta, no natural water. So we're trying as much as possible to keep the rainwater. We have a big reservoir underneath the winery. But this water is going to be part of our terroir.
Right.
Why? Because even if it's rainwater, it's still going to be a tiny bit salty. And you can find it in the Chardonnay. In the Chardonnay, sometimes you have this saltiness, a bit like you have planted the Chardonnay next to the sea.
Yeah, right.
But it's just the water that we've been using. So yes, but it's important to have this water. And then we have a borehole where we get more water as well.
So Marie, this is quite stunning and quite unique. These are concrete eggs that have made it all the way from Sonoma in California, right?
Yes, they're coming from Sonoma Cast in California. So yes, as I was telling you, we're a bit of an hybrid, multi-terroir, vines from France, winemaker from Sicily and California.
From California, so a bit of an international mix here, but this is special because your reds, your rosé, age in these concrete eggs. What does this concrete do to the wines?
So here we're talking about fermentation and aging.
Yeah.
So we are going to harvest, the grapes comes in, we're going to just remove the stem and the whole bunch is going directly into the eggs.
Speaking of beautiful, I mean, these are stunning just to look at. They are solid as can be because they're concrete. Just the idea of these making their way all the way from Northern California to this little spot in Malta is fascinating, but an investment worth making for what they provide to these big, beautiful wines that you're making here at Ta Betta.
Yes, I mean, we had nothing to prove, so we could start with something
Yeah.
very new. And the owner had 10 years to think about the project. 10 years of traveling around, especially in California.
Yeah.
So California brought the eggs and also the Chardonnay, because our Chardonnay is very much of a Californian kind of Chardonnay,
Yeah.
which will be fermented directly into the barrels, not into those eggs. Now, one of the most common question I'm getting is, does the color mean anything?
Right.
No.
So this is just to please
It's
the
just
eye.
design.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's a bit of a splash that is a great story to tell. All right, so after 6 months in those eggs, the red wine's making into these beautiful French oak barrels, right?
Exactly. On each of the barrels, you have these little dots. Red, Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon. Blue, Syrah Cabernet Franc.
Okay.
And that we don't have to get drunk every time we're drinking one or the other.
You know what you're
It's
drinking.
important.
And after a few years, you're replacing these barrels.
Yes.
So Marie, this wine library is a testament to really the ageability of the Ta Betta wines. Here's a 15-year-old Merlot Cabernet blend, right?
This is one of the old babies coming from Chateau Garage, because now we have Chateau Chic.
Yes, right. All right, so 15 years in bottle, and now the proof is in the taste. What should I expect? A nice rounded mouthfeel in a wine like
So
this?
here you've got a Merlot Cabernet Sauvignon, mostly on Merlot being 60%. Usually Merlot is a lot of fruitiness, but here we're talking 15 years. So here you're expecting to have a bit distillery kind of aromas. Here you are talking about forest floor, something a bit more earthy, a bit more complex as well.
But also an amazing amount of finesse, still very delicate around the edges. It's just a very elegant wine.
Yes. Now, those wines, 80% of the quality of a wine is coming from the vineyard. If you don't start with good grapes, it's not going to happen. Whatever magic happens, no. But here, yes, you have this fruitiness, and then you're going to have this chocolate, this caramel coming from the oak of the barrels. And then, yeah, a wine is a bit like us. You don't look the same at 20 or at 50. Sometimes in a better way, sometimes in that.
Let's go with better.
In this case, definitely in a better way.
Right, delicious.
Thank you.
About 3 miles off Malta's northern tip is the archipelago's second largest island, Gozo. Locals love it here, a rural, laid-back escape, and its own rich history. Ferries go back and forth all day, and the 25-minute voyage across these sparkling Mediterranean waters is beautiful. And we'll do this in style today. I borrow a classic Trans Am from Charlie, and I go find my friend Glorianne Mitzi, the woman behind VIP Tours Malta, and a preeminent historian and storyteller. Bonjour, Glorianne.
Hey Gabe, how are you?
Fancy a ride?
Wow, of course. Thank you for inviting me.
Gozo, here we come.
Really nice car, Gabe.
Let's go explore this beautiful island, huh?
Yeah, careful, this is one way.
The other way?
Yeah.
So, Glorianne, as you know, I'm looking forward to having a wonderful meal here on Gozo. What am I looking forward to? What's classic Gozotan cuisine?
Well, the Gozotan cuisine is obviously based on the Mediterranean diet, and you're expected to find things that will include, for sure, olive oil, tomatoes. Fish is quite big here, and we're very lucky because we have daily fresh fish that is served in restaurants. So I think you will be feasting, you know, on a very nice meal today.
Looking forward to that. There's something very charming and delightful about Gozo. When I am ready for a meal, does that charm translate to the plate? When we eat here, this farm-to-table concept seems to be very much what defines eating on Gozo.
Yes, indeed. And what is nice about Gozo is that you can have some very rustic, traditional meals, but we also have some very nice restaurants, you know, fine dining, offering exquisite menus and really nice offering based on the Mediterranean diet. After all, we're very lucky because the Mediterranean diet is what we have here. We're right in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Yeah. Now there are wines that are produced on the island of Malta, and there's viticulture here on Gozo as well.
Correct.
The soils, though, that terroir is different here, and that does translate to the wines. The flavors are unique.
Sure. The soil here, as you're saying, Gabe, we have loads of clay on the island. So the terroir, which is based with, you know, on clay, would be having a key component, is translated into the taste and to the palate of wines here.
Beautiful sunny day, open top for the open road. And these beautiful tight narrow roads remind me that this is a place on earth that goes way back, yeah?
Absolutely. The island of Gozo has some of the oldest remains in the world. We have remains here that are older than the pyramids in Egypt. Can you imagine that?
Amazing. Gloriana is referring to Gigantia, right here on Gozo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a megalithic temple dating back 6,000 years, one of the world's oldest freestanding structures, and amazingly, man-made. Some of those coralline limestone blocks weigh more than 50 tons.
So here we are. This is Victoria, Gabe, the capital city of Gozo.
And it's a beautiful Sunday morning, and you look how quiet and peaceful and almost escapist
Absolutely.
this beautiful little
Absolutely.
town is, yeah?
Everyone is relaxed on a Sunday morning, even our cats.
Yeah. Sorry to disturb your nap there, little kid.
We better move, otherwise we'll disturb them and we'll be in trouble with the cats.
Yeah. The culinary scene here is as fresh as it is rustic. The geometric salt pans on Gozo's northern coast have been tended to by generations of families. The brilliant white crystals that remain taste briny and intense. They also make great souvenirs. And the olive oil industry here is blooming right now. So Gloria, in the setting with the hundreds of olive trees, classically Mediterranean, classically Maltese, and an industry that really in the last few decades has really thrived.
Yes, this is in reality very interesting because olive trees have been around for many, many years, but it's now become very, very trendy. And of course, partly because the demand is there for a Maltese experiencing Maltese products.
This is a beautiful setting. I mean, it looks gorgeous. Are you ready to see how it tastes?
I think you're gonna taste it very soon, Gabe.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, Christabel.
Hey.
How are you?
See you.
Great to see you. Thank you
Hi.
for having us.
Thank you for having us, Chris.
I'm gonna give you a hat.
Oh, good.
See?
Why
gotta,
not? Why not? There we
Hit
go.
the scene around us. I love it.
Yay.
We were just enjoying this beautiful olive grove, family
Really
business that's really been thriving for you in the last few years, yeah?
Yes. Everybody wants to try this extra virgin olive oil.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what do you have on the plate here for us?
So I have a local platter,
Look at that.
Gozo sheep cheese, galette.
Have most of the Maltese specialities
products.
and
Yes.
the Maltese cuisine, the Mediterranean cuisine we were talking about earlier on.
Yes. For
Most
us-
of the products are there.
This is the best lunch you can have.
Delicious. Now this is from one of several different olive varieties you grow on property, right?
And the color is really
Yeah,
nice.
the color is
Yeah.
stunning. And
We warm it a bit.
there's almost a sweetness to the aroma.
Yeah.
Yes. And it helps for the aroma to,
Oh, we warm it up, huh?
yes. And then we slurp it.
Mm-hmm.
Some here.
Oh, you show me how to do that now.
Like a pro, Gabe. Cheers.
Saha. Oh, that's lovely. A little bit
And
of a
it is
kick
the-
as it goes down,
exactly.
for sure.
Exactly.
But you want that.
Yes.
That's when you know it's a good,
Exactly.
serious olive oil.
Yeah.
This is delicious. With the crusty, rustic bread, typical.
That's the word that came to mind for me, rustic. Authentic, rustic, and delicious. The family-owned eateries on Gozo, including 4 Michelin favorites, are the ultimate introduction to Maltese cuisine. Maldonado's is one of the best, set in the basement of a traditional 300-year-old Maltese townhouse. My friends Priscilla and Jeffrey have ferried in to join in. All right, we got our first courses here, Glorianne. How about a little Vermentino?
Oh, I would love to
Grown
try.
right here on the island of Gozo.
Thank you for that.
Nice little light white wine.
Vermentino grapes, they're really nice here. Most of the vineyards are on the water's edge, so you get to taste the Mediterranean Sea.
So a little taste of the island on the island. Vermentino, an Italian grape, but it grows here on the island, so it speaks to the Mediterranean connection, obviously, that exists here. But
Exactly.
uniquely Gozo, huh? What do you think?
Yes, that's...
Oh, nice minerality on the nose. Oh, nice body. Soft fruit, soft edges. It's a nice wine.
And I think it will complement nicely the salad we have here with the local asparagus.
And you're saying these grapes actually grow close to the shoreline, so maybe some of that maritime influence
Exactly.
is in the glass. There is that nice, clean minerality on the back end that I think is a testament to that very fact.
And most of us love Vermentino. It's a nice alternative to Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc.
So let's have a little fish to complement the seaside grapes, and I'm going to try some of this asparagus. Unbelievable, only one asparagus grower on the islands of Malta, and it's right here on our plate, huh?
Exactly. And here we have some mahi. And the mahi in the Mediterranean is a smaller fish than what you have in the US. So it actually breeds in the Mediterranean.
Delicious. Happy fish, happy lunch. What do you guys think?
Very
Refreshing,
nice.
huh? Nice flavor, too.
Very nice.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Saha.
Saha.
The ferry ride between Malta and Gozo takes you past the smallest of these 3 sister islands, Comino. Population 2, believe it or not, and a stunning sun-kissed key that's both a wildlife preserve and a sunbather's mecca. The balmy waters of the Blue Lagoon here may just be the bluest waters I've ever seen. All right, I'm here at Meridiana. Very excited to be here. These guys have a great reputation as one of the premium producers here on Malta. And rumor has it this used to be an airfield for the British Royal Air Force during World War II. Now a sprawling vineyard. Let's go check this out. Hey, Carl. Great to see you.
Great to see you
What
too.
a treat to be here at Meridiana.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, this used to be an airfield back in World War II.
It used to be one of the couple of airfields we had.
Yeah.
So this is the more central one. The other one was closer to the old airport, so close to Lua. This was, as you can see, quite a big one.
Yeah.
Planes used to be stationed behind those trees, where now there is a airplane model flying club.
Yeah.
And the rest became our wine estate.
So Meridiana comes to life, what, about 30 years ago now, yeah?
So winery officially opened in '97. Planting here started in 1994. Obviously, there was a lot of preparatory work before that. First of all, experimentation on grape varieties, on different rootstocks, to see what goes well with our, climate and terroir.
Yeah.
So that was done in another area close to here, Sigiwi. Then after that, we looked around where we could have our wine estate, and this was a land which was already used for there was already some sort of agriculture activity, not grapes, not vineyards, and we managed to get the land on lease from government.
47 acres here,
Exactly.
and the grapes you found do really well in this particular part of Malta, including some Bordeaux varietals, right?
So we use here we have Syrah, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot. Later on we planted Cabernet Franc. White grapes we grow Chardonnay, and we have a few vines of Moscato, because we also do a sun-dried Passito. So sun-dried sweet
Delicious. Yeah, those are sun-dried
wine.
grapes.
Yep, we actually dry them on the terrace just behind us.
Well, I believe it because this Maltese sun, that famous
Is
Maltese
really-
sun, really is coming
yes,
down.
really strong.
Where does one go to cool off?
In the wine cellars, down underground.
Let's go check that out. All right.
Okay, so here we are in our cellars.
That temperature dropped quickly down here. Ah, you smell that wine in barrel. Beautiful. All right, so Carl, walk me through the classic Meridiana red grapes.
So look, when we started producing wine back in 1997, there wasn't a great knowledge about wines. We had to start with the grapes that gave us some sort of peace of mind.
Yeah.
Sort of, because then you have to grow the grapes and produce the wine. The grapes that we found gave us this sort of security were Merlot, Syrah, and Cabernet Sauvignon. In 2016, we started fiddling around with Cabernet Franc. We managed to come out with a nice reserve of that. So those are the 4 red wines that we use, mainly Bordeaux,
Right.
plus the Syrah, which is a well-known variety. And in Malta, it grows pretty well if you do the right style of Syrah.
So that sounds great. Let's go
And taste
taste
some
them.
wine. Sure.
Fantastic. So Carl, you've got about a dozen wines in your portfolio. I picked the Chardonnay and the Merlot because these are popular wines in the US. Chardonnay for sure, the biggest selling wine out there. This is a big seller for you here as well, Chardonnay.
Yeah, our Chardonnay is more or less half of our entire production.
Wow.
It's been our best seller since day one. It's an oak Chardonnay, so no use of wood,
Right.
unlike a lot of yours.
Yeah. Tell me about the name on the label. You
So
call
our Chardonnay is named after the Phoenician goddess of seafarers, so seamen.
Yeah.
Isis.
Okay. Isis.
Isis.
Bright acidity, very delicious. Now, the Merlot, here's a wine that in the US is starting to make a comeback. Sales dropped over about 20 years ago. It's making a comeback. I love Merlot. This does quite well in this environment, in this climate, in this terroir, yeah?
Yes, I mean, actually, many times people are surprised that the Merlot does well in a warm climate, but it's actually the grape that gives us the least trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you need to watch it well over the months between bud burst and picking, but then it's the first red grape that we pick.
This has got these wonderful tannins, but wonderful red fruit as well. Again, aged in those oak barrels that we saw,
oak barrels.
relatively neutral oak barrels,
Yep.
which allows the fruit really to sing beautifully in the glass. Well, it works.
So
Cheers.
very elegant, smooth. Cheers.
Beautiful wine. You sell a lot of the wine right here on the island, right?
98% of
Oh,
the wine remains
okay.
on the island, and a huge chunk goes directly into restaurants. So
Right.
if you're going to a great place to eat, you're most likely going to find one of our wines there.
And I'll tell them Carl sent me.
Thank
All right.
you.
Hey, this is great.
It
Cheers.
was great to have you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Evenings on Malta feel the way they look. Magical. I head home tomorrow, so I'll spend my last night on Malta with friends. And at the newest luxury retreat here, the Vendala.
Ah, what a great deep dive into Malta's liquid gold. As we've discovered, wine here is a tale rooted in limestone soils and prehistory, and one that continues to this day as a powerful tale of Malta's identity and endurance. I'm Gabe Saglier. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned. More wine-fueled adventures to come right here on Wine, Watches, and Whiskey. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.